All right, here we are. Sorry we're a bit late. We weren't going to watch this, and then I changed my mind. 15:30. Hubie has the break, 3-1. He has to win this match to keep Poland in the United Cup. Bencic won the first match and beat Swiatek, which was a pretty big surprise. But we are here. As Hubie makes an error. And it's 30-40. Break point for Wawrinka to get back on serve. One in the chat if we're here. Are you here? Hello? One in the chat if you can hear me. Are we live? All right. As Hurkacz's serve does its thing. Deuce. We're here. Okay. Medvedev's got a break in the second. Yes, I did see that. All right, 4 now from Wawrinka. And then Hurkacz with a drop shot. Stan gets it, but Hubie puts it away. Advantage. Hubie Hurkacz. To take the 4-1 lead in this first set. All right. As Hurkacz holds 4-1. First set. All right, 4-1. Okay.
Cup, and seemed like she got her confidence back, so definitely want to see where she falls in the draw. Jakub, you can never doubt her. She's a dangerous player. Nobody wants to play in the first round. Baez, he had a great...
All right. 4-1 Hubie. Now the doubles, if it does go to the doubles, we're going to... I mean, it's going to be Kawa Zieliński, right? I mean, it has to be. They've been carrying Poland through the doubles the last couple of matches. They've got to be them. There's no way they're going to ditch that winning combo to end the tournament, right? They've got to have them. They've got to be the team. All right, 4-1. All right, love 15. Let's see if he wins the first point. 15-0. Serve again from Stan as return goes out by Hurkacz. 30-15. As Wawrinka 40-15. $40-15. Coco Gauff is playing quarter tomorrow. Cool. 40-15. Stan hits a forehand long. And it's 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. And Stan with a forehand to the backhand slice of Hurkacz. Stan backhand slice. Hubie with a slice again as Stan backhand slice again. Hurkacz with a backhand topspin now to the backhand slice of Stan. Hurkacz forehand again to the backhand of Stan. Hurkacz goes with the backhand again to the backhand of Stan. Keeps going back into backhand. Now Stan with a forehand. Goes in the backhand of Hurkacz, who shanks it wide, and it's 4-2. Wawrinka holds.
Much.
Thank you, Demario. Hubie should win fast and not let Belinda. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not a bad strategy. 15 love. All right, Hurkacz with a 40 love lead. 40 love. All right. Hurkacz holds 5-2 in this first set. All right. Here we go. 5-2 Hurkacz. Zieliński versus Bencic in the doubles will be the deciding. It might be the deciding match for sure. All right. Five-two. As we're back in now from Hurkacz in the net. And it's 15-love. Stan serves a fault, second serve. As a return goes into the back of the stand. 4 now from Hurkacz. And then Wawrinka goes down the line, but it's wide. And it's 15-all. All right, 15-all. Stan serves an ace. 15. (30-15). There's a default from Wawrinka. Return goes back in a stand. Stand in the net. Hubie, 30-all. 30-all. Bencic back on the bench, by the way. Cheering on Stan. First serve was a fault. Second serve. As we're flying now from Hurkacz. He's on the attack. He puts it away 30-40. Okay. 30-40. To take the first set to keep Poland going. As Hurkacz returned the forehand of Wawrinka, Hurkacz hits it down the line, but missed it. And Stan with a big shout after that. All right, we get the deuce. Another good serve. Another raw. Advantage for Wawrinka. Advantage Team Switzerland, as the umpire would say. All right. All right, is Wawrinka losing that point? Deuce. Nice return from Hubie. Sorry about the... Sorry, my bad. All right. Deuce. And the return goes into the backhand of Wawrinka. Backhand out from Hurkacz's slice, but it's wide. Advantage Stan. Advantage Wawrinka. Serve. And Hubie... Oh, just missed the return. Off the forehand. It's 5-3. Back to Hubie. He's going to serve the set. Medvedev, served the match in Brisbane. So he's about to finish that. And then the first week of the year, the first tournaments of the year are almost done. We've only got this one left. It's been a big week of stuff. Anyways, nice volley, Hurkacz. It's 15-love. 15 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Hurkacz. That backhand from Stan goes again to the backhand of Hubie. Stan with the slice. Hurkacz goes down the line with a forehand. Stan gets it back. Hurkacz drop shot. Stan gets it with a backhand, with a forehand down the line, and then the lob from Hurkacz goes in. Wawrinka gets it back. Slice again from Hurkacz, and then Stan in the net with a drop shot. Great rally, but not enough for Stan. 30 love. The lob from Hubie was incredible. 30 love. Got a fault from Hubie, second serve. Crazy rally. Serving to the backhand of Wawrinka. Forehand from Hurkacz. Into the forehand of Wawrinka as Hurkacz hits it long. 30-15. 30-15. We just ace out wide from Hurkacz. All right, 40-15. Can you cover Medvedev Nakashima? It's almost over. So, no, sorry. Not today. 40-15. As Hurkacz comes to the net but hits it in the net, and it's 40-30. All right, 40-30, still set point. As that goes out by Stan on the return. All right, Hubie takes the first. 6-3. All right. First set in the bag. Medvedev's about to get broken. What? All right. How are we, chat? We're here. We're here. Waiting for the Z train. Yeah, the Z train might have to bring it home for Hot Poland. All right. First set, by the way, 7 aces from Hurkacz. 4 forehand winners and 9 unforced errors. Stan hit the 4 aces, 2 winners and 11 unforced errors. So a lot of errors from Stan, but Hurkacz is pretty formidable on the serve. So it's hard. Once you get broken, it's hard to get it back. Who would be favourite in the doubles? Probably Switzerland. I would say, like, very slight favourite Switzerland. Very slight. Just because of Bencic, probably. Kind of like yesterday. Like, Gauff, Harrison probably were the favourites. Slight favourites. But, like, again, it could be 50-50. I mean, it's 50-50, right? If we go to the doubles. Both teams have been incredible in doubles. But I would say the slight favourites would be Switzerland. Or it might not be, there might not be a favourite. It might just be both of them. Both teams are equal. It might not be a favourite. All right, second set, 6-3. First set for Hurkacz. Wawrinka will serve first in the second. Stan put up a fight, had some... he did. He had some chances, for sure. All right. Slice from Hubie into the forehand of Wawrinka. Hurkacz slicing the net. 15 love. What if they changed Kawa for Swiatek at the last minute? That would be something. Then Switzerland would be the favourites. Like, I don't think they need to... Putting Swiatek in instead of Kawa, I don't think is a good option at this late in the game. It's too late in the game. You got to keep the team that's got you there, right? Even though Swiatek is not a bad doubles player, you got to keep Kawa. She's been winning, right? I don't think putting Swiatek coming off 2 losses in the doubles would make... I don't think it's good. That would be a bad strategy. Maybe not bad. It would be risky. I think it's too risky. I'm just joking after what Swiatek showed. Oh, okay. Lob goes up by Hurkacz, but it's out. 40 love. Love.
So happy that your tennis streams are back. Treats for me and coffee for you.
Hey, thank you, Suzanne, for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm glad we're back too. It's been a big week. Apparently we've watched like 30 matches this week. So that's fun. Didn't think we'd watch that many matches, but clearly I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, glad we're back. Glad to be back. And we'll watch some crazy stuff this week. It's been a crazy week. All right. Stan's getting getting a lot of love. And he's getting the crowd going as well. Yeah, this is our 31st match of the week. Well, not of the week, of the start of the tournament, the start of the year. It's been 9 days, and this is our 30th match in 9 days, so that's fun. All right, 15 love. Hubie serving. Stan trying to whip the crowd into a frenzy as he points to his ear. The pointing to the head is a Stan move. Nobody else did that before, and everybody who does it after copies Stan. So I hope he does this one at the Australian Open just one time. Just once. We just need Stan to point to the head once. We need that signature move. Medvedev got broken. There's Hurkacz in there with a backhand. And it's 15-0. $15-0. 90 matches a month? No? No, we won't be watching 90 matches a month. As it a 4-4 rally. Stan with a pass. Oh, it just missed. Just went out. 30-15. No way. We're not doing 1,000 matches this year. It'll be 700 matches this year. Maybe 700. 700's been last year was 800, but probably about 700 matches I would go for. As Hurkacz too strong, 40-15. We'll just watch what we watch, all right? Let's not count. Last year I think it was about 850, but again, let's just watch we'll just watch what we watch, all right? We watch as much as we can. All right, Hubie. Serves a fault, second serve. Wawrinka with a backhand winner down the line. Signature Wawrinka backhand. Chat, I've said this so many times. Wawrinka's backhand is the best backhand, one-handed backhand of all time. I don't care who you put him up against. He has the best backhand ever. The best one-hander of all time. Give me Stan's one-handed backhand to save my life. As that goes to net by Stan, and it's 1-0. Stan's backhand, and I don't want to talk about it. We need AI cam to cover more matches. Yeah, but AI would be bullshit. You really want to talk to a fucking computer? Come on. It's not gonna be the real thing. Talking to a guy pretending to be me. Come on. That's not funny. Best backhand I've ever seen. Yep. Best one-handed backhand of all time. How many hours did I stream last year? No idea. No idea. I don't want to know. If I knew that, I'd probably cry. Probably too much. Too many hours. All right. 15 love. Slice goes into the front of Wawrinka. Backhand from Hurkacz is in the net. 30 love. All right, 30 love. As we get a return out of the backhand of Wawrinka. Good pickup. Hurkacz comes to the net. Stan with the lob. Wawrinka with a smash. Hurkacz now puts up a lob, but Stan puts away that smash. Nice work from Stan. Good turnaround. 40 love. The crowd's on Stan's side. All right, 40 love. $40 love. And then an ace. Wawrinka holds, and Wawrinka leads. 2-1 second set. Team Switzerland lead. Okay. All right. Here we go. 2-1 Stan. And he is sweating like mad. He is sweating like crazy. I want Stan to break just so the crowd goes nuts. Yeah. Oh, what's going on with Medvedev? Medvedev is mucking around. All right, 2-1. 2-1. By the way, chat, what are we doing tomorrow? What is happening tomorrow? By the way, chat, can we give a shout out to this nun? Does anybody know what her name is? I would like to know. We need to give a shout out to the sister in the house. What is her name? She has been on screen every Polish match. She has been there. She has been praying. Sister Margaret. I feel like that's a very generic name. I don't think that is that. Are you for real? Is that her actual name? Her name is none of your business. All right, shut up. Hurkacz with a tweener, and it goes long, and Wawrinka gets the point. Love 15. I hate that was a good joke. That's really her name? Sister Margaret? Oh, nice. Well, Sister Margaret. Shout out to Sister Margaret. All right, love 15. Love 15. And then an ace. Oh, Hurkacz. Just breaking hearts. 15-0. As with a fault from Hubie. Second serve. Medi's playing a tiebreak. As we get a forehand now. Backhand now from Stan. Into the forehand of Hurkacz. Stan backhand again. Hubie gets it. Stan, another backhand. Into the backhand of Hurkacz. Hurkacz in the net. 15-30. Now, the difference, chat, with this match compared to other matches that Hurkacz has played this week. This match, he is the favorite. I think he was only the favorite in one of his 4 matches so far. Because he came in and he's played 3 top 10 guys. He wouldn't have been the favorite against Zverev. He wouldn't have been the favorite against Demonor. He wouldn't have been the favorite against Fritz. The only time he was favorite was when he beat Griekspoor. Probably. Maybe. But this is the first time he's probably been the favorite since that match. But it's also the first time that he's playing someone lower ranked. And even though he's winning, it still could be awkward because we know, Stan's at this stage got nothing to lose. If he does lose, it doesn't matter, right? They play doubles. So Stan has got nothing to lose at this stage. He can just go crazy. As that goes out by Hubie, it's 15-40. And I mean, Stan didn't win 3 Grand Slams by accident. He didn't accidentally win 3 slams against the greatest players of all time in the greatest generation that tennis has ever seen. The Golden Goat era wasn't an accident. $15.40. Never count out the Stanimal. That's it. As with a fault, second serve. Second serve. Down the tee, the backhand of Stan. Return goes to the backhand of Hurkacz. Stan backhand. Again to the backhand of Hurkacz. He goes down the line. It's out! Stan points to his head. He did the thing. Signature Stan move. 3-1. He points to his head. And then he shakes his fist. We love you, Stan. Don't leave. Please come back. Stay. Stan the man. Why is his sign upside down? Sir, your sign's upside down. He did the thing. Oh, game on. Game on. They're just showing the replay of Hurkacz hitting the tweener, but he lost the point, so I don't know why they're doing that. 3-1. Good serve, Stan. 15 love. Stan is the man. He is him. Ah, 15 love. To the one person asking about Medvedev Nakashima, if you want me to watch that match, it's a pay to watch. As with a backhand down the line from Hurkacz in the forehand of Wawrinka. Hurkacz puts it wide, 30 love. Match request, $1,000 a match. But I will keep you up to date with what's going on. But yeah, we have a policy here. If you want to, if you want to watch a specific match, it's $1,000 a match. Anyways, I'm kidding. Don't pay anything. Don't do it. Don't do that. Anyways, 30 love. Medvedev's up 5 love in the tiebreak. As Wawrinka serves into the backhand of Hurkacz. Wawrinka backhand cross court. Hurkacz gets it. Wawrinka wins the point. 40 love. Stan to go to 4-1 in the second. All right, 40 love. Wawrinka serves. Fault. Second serve. Still only one breaker serve here. Second serve. The backhand of Hurkacz, backhand of Wawrinka down the line. Goes long, 40-15. But yeah, what are we doing tomorrow? Does anybody know anything to do tomorrow? What's the schedules for tomorrow, Gene? Do we have any schedules? 40-15. Serve out wide. Return goes in, but Wawrinka's backhand is too good. God, again, it's the best one-handed backhand all time. I'll fight you in the car park if you don't agree. Sorry, Federer fans. It's pretty rude to the viewers, I feel like. Bro, I'm kidding. We're just kidding. Relax, all right? You should have asked me earlier in the day that you want to watch Medvedev when we're deciding what to watch. Guessing we're not watching any Adelaide matches. No, we'll watch some stuff. We're not watching the AO qualies. There's not anything in the qualies that I'm like super interested in watching. Adelaide lineup is not as strong anymore. Yeah, I know. Let's watch cricket. Cricket's over. Cricket's over. We won. What is going on tomorrow? So tomorrow in Hobart, we've got no massive matches. Can the WTA and ATP website just be the same thing? And then tomorrow in Sakari Kazakhina tomorrow night. Mboko versus Haddad Maia. All right. That match is on first thing in the morning. We could watch that. I mean, Mboko Haddad Maia, not a terrible match at all. I love watching Mboko. Medi wins! Yay! He did it. He did the thing. He finally won. Finally, Medi. 21 titles. What is it? 22 titles in 22 cities. Let's go. And counting. Never the same place twice. All right. 4-1. As a return goes to 4 to Hurkacz. Hurkacz hits it out, though. Love 15. He has lost the plot. Towson Tomanovic is tomorrow in Adelaide as well. Yeah, that's interesting too. That's an interesting match as well. Yeah, what's happening tomorrow in Auckland? There's a slice from Hurkacz. The backhand of Wawrinka. Hurkacz slice again. As Wawrinka backhand goes again. The backhand of Hurkacz. Wawrinka gets another free point by Hubie. Love 30. Love 30. Ooh, Pelka Poprin. Quarter Kokonakis. Yeah, Dajmaya and Boko is kind of fun. As we get a drop shot from Hurkacz. Wawrinka gets it back. Hubie with a lob. Stan runs back, puts up a lob. Hurkacz with a smash. Wawrinka gets up another lob, but it's out. 15-30. Great rally again from Stan. Great effort. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's not much. And then tomorrow in Auckland, we've got Norrie, Baez, Manarino. Okay, so none of the big guns. There's a forehand out of the back of Wawrinka, sliced into the forehand of Hurkacz. Wawrinka forehand goes wide, 30-all. All right. So, yeah, tomorrow might be a day off, which would be the first day off I've had in, like, 10 days. I haven't had a day off since the start of the season. New Year's Day was my last day off, and that was like 10 days ago. We might watch on Boko, though. I do want to watch on Boko. We haven't watched her yet, and I put her near the top 10, so I need to see if she's actually playing well. So we might watch her just for fun in the morning. Anyway, it's 4-0 from Hurkacz, goes wide, 30-40. Stan is about to get this double break. 30-40. As a return, goes in the forehand of Hurkacz. Stan with a forehand down the line. Hurkacz backhand into the forehand of Stan. Hurkacz on the attack. Stan gets it right with a pass, but it's in the net. Ooh, that would have been a backhand winner. Had that gone over, Stan would have hit the winner. That would have been a shot. All right, deuce. Wawrinka yelling at himself after that. He knew that was a chance. There's a bit of fault second serve. Yeah, Dasha versus Zachary's tomorrow night. I might watch that just by myself. Nah, I'm not going to any of the matches next week. Backhand return. Into the forehand of Hurkacz. Backhand now. Oh, no. Forehand goes out by Hurkacz. Sorry. All right. Another chance to get the double break here, Stan. All right. Advantage, Wawrinka. Hurkacz serves. Stan gets it back. Hurkacz with a great approach. Stan with a slice goes in the net. As Hubie survives. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Hurkacz. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Hurkacz as Stan forehand again. Deep into the forehand of Hurkacz. Hurkacz goes deep, but it's too long. And it's advantage for Wawrinka to get the double break 5-1 and then serve the set. Remember, Team Poland have to win this match to stay in, to keep this this tournament alive. If Stan wins, Switzerland win. And then Hurkacz with an ace. All right. Signature shot. The big ace out wide. Deuce. As the return goes to the forehand of Hurkacz. Good shot down the line. Stan with the slice. Ooh, Hubie puts away the volley. Just. Advantage Hurkacz. Advantage Hurkacz. All right, advantage Hurkacz. First serve the fault, second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Hurkacz. Forehand from Wawrinka. Slice from Hubie goes in. Stan goes down the line. Hubie puts up a lob. Stan puts it away. Back to deuce. What are my words on Medvedev's season this year? I reckon he's going to be back in the top 10. I think Medi's going to have a good recovery this year. I think he's going to be back. He'll be back in the mix by the end of the year. Back to just 9-minute service game here. Sudden death. Yeah, I've got Medvedev at like 8 to 10. First serve's a fault, second serve. Yeah, Medvedev just won. Serve out wide the forehand of Wawrinka. Return goes in the forehand of Hurkacz. Stand with the slice. Hurkacz comes into the net. Stand with the pass. Hurkacz volleys. Stand with the forehand. Hurkacz volleys. Stand with the backhand. In the net. Oh. I was waiting for the winner. Waiting for that Wawrinka backhand winner. Advantage Hurkacz. At least Medi is pretty much no points defended slam. Well, that's why I've got him in the top 10, because he's got such an upside in the slams. It's like, how's he not going to... Like, he's going to perform well at one slam, right? Like, he's going to make a quarterfinal of one slam, Medvedev, this year. And that'll be enough to at least get him in the top 10. All right, good serving, Hubie. He gets out of that marathon. It was like a 9-minute service game. And it's 4-2. Wawrinka with the break. All right. Back to Stan. As with a forehand from Wawrinka into the backhand of Hurkacz. As with a backhand. Oh, Stan hit it wide. All right. 15. I love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As we get a fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes back into Wawrinka. And Wawrinka hits it long. Love 30. Love 30. All right, love 30. Chance for Hubie to break back. Good serve. Return goes in the front of Wawrinka. Up goes a lob by Hurkacz, but Stan puts it away. 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. As the return goes short into the forward of Stan. Slice lob by Hurkacz. Bounce smash from Stan is a winner. 30-all. Made that look very easy. 30-all. All the money on Hurkacz, all right? Bencic won earlier and Hurkacz has to win to keep Poland alive. Yep, that's exactly right. All right. Stan can go down swinging, and Poland is still winning. Sorry, Switzerland is still winning. Yeah, exactly. 30-all. As return goes into the forehand of Wawrinka. Backhand again from Hurkacz. Wawrinka gets it back with a backhand to the backhand of Hurkacz. Another backhand slice from Hubie. And Stan keeps it to the backhand of Hurkacz. They're just going backhand to backhand as Stan goes cross-court with a forehand now. Now forehand to forehand as Stan mixing it up. Hurkacz is doing all the running here. As Stan backhand cross-court. What an angle. Hurkacz gets it. Stan with a forehand. Hubie's just going everywhere, but he hits it in the net. Eventually, Hurkacz in the net, 40-30. What a rally. It'd be great memory for Wawrinka to win the United Cup. Oh, it would. Be a great way to start his final season. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Down the tee, too strong. 5-2 Stan. He holds. He holds. 5-2 in the second. All right. Switzerland lead 5-2. Why Hubie playing so defensive? I think it's just because Stan's making him run. I mean, Stan's making him play this way. Credit to Stan. All credit should go to Stan. I really want Stan to win just for this last season. Yeah. I mean, it would suck for Poland. But yeah, I mean, Stan winning would be pretty. I mean, it would be pretty epic. It'd be a pretty epic result. Why isn't Swiatek there? Bencic has been there for like 30 minutes. Because Swiatek's still warming down. It's just the way it is. Or maybe Swiatek's warming up for doubles. I mean, that could also be possible. Okay. 5-2. Wawrinka in the second. All right, here we go. 5-2 Wawrinka. All right. Love 15, Stan. All right, nice serve from Hubie. 15 all. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, Stan. I might have to serve this out. 30-15. 30-15. As return goes out by Stan. 40-15. All right. As Hurkacz serves another ace, and it's 5-3. Wawrinka. All right, he's going to serve at the second. All right, 5-3. As we default second serve. As the return goes in the forehand stand. Backhand from Hurkacz sliced. As Wawrinka backhand again. The backhand Hurkacz goes down the line the forehand stand. Forehand from Hurkacz. Wawrinka slices back. Hurkacz forehand. Into the forehand of Wawrinka. Hurkacz goes down the line and stand backhand in the net. Love 15. Love 15. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Serve to the backhand of Hurkacz. Into the forehand of Wawrinka. Backhand from Hurkacz again, the forehand of Wawrinka. As Hurkacz backhand down the line, goes long, 15 all. As with a forehand from Wawrinka down the line. All right, 30-15. Wawrinka 2 points away from taking this second set. $30-15. Ace from Stan. 40-15. Set points for Switzerland. The take us to a third. Serve. It's a fault. It's a big fault. He went for that one. Second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand of Wawrinka, but Stan hits it wide. One saved. 40-30. Set point number 2. And it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Hurkacz, backhand of Wawrinka. Into the forehand of Hurkacz as Wawrinka, forehand down the line. Hurkacz goes with a backhand wide, but going 3! 1 set away is Stan from winning the United Cup with Switzerland. And all the pressure's on Hurkacz again. All the pressure on Poland again. They've got so much work to do. All right. Stan takes the second. Okay. No breaks. No break points against Stan in that set. That's very impressive. Stan still got swag. Oh, yeah. How would you rate Stan as one of the best players of this century? Ooh. Great question. So, who are the best players of this century? Is Sampras considered a part of this century because he retired in 2002, or is Sampras not? From 2000 onwards, no Sampras, right? So, is Agassi, though? Are we considering Agassi? Because Agassi won a lot of slams in the 2000s. Is Agassi part of the century? Because it's obviously Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, no particular order. Those four, right? For sure, right? They're the top four. Who else? Agassi's got to be 5, right? Because he's won. I think he won at least 3 slams in this era, or century. Wait, who wrote the question? Because they make the rules. Let me check. Hang on. How many slams did Agassi win in the 2000s? He must have won 3, right? I'm pretty sure. So Agassi won 3, Nadal won 6, Federer won 15. You've got Hewitt with 2, Quirk with 2, Sampras with 2, and Safin with 2. Do you put Wawrinka over Roddick? I mean, Roddick was number 1. Ferrero was number 1 in the world too. So do you put him ahead of them? Is Stan ahead of Roddick? That's an interesting question. Because I think weeks at world number 1 are a huge deal. Because Roddick's got to be considered one of the... I mean, but Stan's got 3 slams. 15-0. I would say top 10, yes. I would say yes. Stan is one of the best players this century, yes. There's a bit of forehand from Hurkacz down the line. Stan with a backhand pass. Oh, it's in! Signature! Point to the head and goes like this to the crowd. That is what we came to see, Stan. Give us what we want, Stan. Oh, man. Look at that backhand. Best backhand ever. Best one-handed ever. Sorry, Roger, not sorry. Yes! Now teach somebody else to do that, because we need somebody else to do that when you go on. Hurkacz serves an ace, because yes, he does. 30-0. What a backhand. Just look how solid he is. Like, his arm was so, like, it's like a forehand, like I keep saying every time. It's a forehand on the opposite side. Like, it's such a solid shot. The control, the strength. What a shot. 30-0. Serve to the backhand of Wawrinka. Return goes into the forehand of Hurkacz. As we get a backhand from Stan again. Hurkacz gets it. Stan's backhand again to the backhand of Hurkacz. Now Stan with a forehand. Hurkacz slices it back. Stan's backhand goes cross-court again. Hurkacz gets it. Stan backhand again. Hurkacz gets it with his backhand. Stan again with a backhand. As Hurkacz hits it wide as he goes down the line. And it's Stan the man with the break point. 30-40. 30-40. Stan's going to bloody do it. Yeah, so Stan top 10 of the century, yes. There's definitely an argument to be had where, but he is the top 10 in the century, yes. By the way, I didn't even consider Alcaraz and Sinner. I'm so sorry. Alcaraz and Sinner are obviously ahead of Stan as well. I forgot they were part of this century. As we serve to the forehand of Wawrinka. Forehand now from Hurkacz. Stan hits a wide as deuce. I totally forgot that Alcaraz and Sinner were part of this. I just looked. I'm like, oh yeah, they've won like 6 and 4 slams, haven't they? So you probably go in no particular order. Top 10. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic. Alcaraz, Sinner, Murray. So that's what? That's 7. No, that's 6. Hewitt, Roddick. in the top 10. Agassi and Wawrinka. Is that 10? Yeah. Is that 10? Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, Agassi, Sinner, Alcaraz, Hewitt, Roddick, and Wawrinka. Safin, though. Where's Safin? Good serve from Hurkacz. Is Safin... Where's Safin, though? Do we kick Safin out? How do you kick Safin was world number 1 in 2 slams. He might kick Roddick out. So is A-Rod... Is Roddick there, though? Does Agassi count, though? Do we not count Agassi? Maybe we don't... Oh, but the best players this century, Agassi was literally number 1 in the world this century. How can we not count Agassi? Advantage Hurkacz, first game of the third. Now, I think Wawrinka's over team. Wawrinka over team. By the way, the only player that wasn't world number 1 in that list that I mentioned was Stan. Everyone else was a world number 1. So that does maybe goes against Stan not being number 1 when all those players have. Where's Medvedev, though? As sort of backhand goes, forehand goes out by Stan. Hurkacz survives, and Swiatek is on the bench. I don't know who was saying she wasn't. Agassi was primarily 90s. No, I'm not counting what Agassi did in the 90s. I'm saying so. The question was top 10 of the decade. Oh, sorry, of the top 10 of the century. Agassi in the 2000s, at the start of the 2000s, was still very much like he was world number 1, right? He won the Australian Open in 2003 as the world number 1. Like Agassi at the start of the decade was still very much a big deal, right? It wasn't until halfway through. You got to put Agassi there. Yes, he did most of his work in the 90s, but Agassi still big in this century. You got to put him in there. So what did I say? So I said Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, Agassi, Alcaraz, Sinner. And then you've got Hewitt, Safin, Roddick, Wawrinka. Man, how do you kick out a world number like Stan? Oh, I love Stan. Is he over Stan over Roddick? Stan over Safin or Hewitt? Hewitt has to be there because he's got so many weeks at number 1, and he's got 2 slams, and he's got a bunch of other stuff. I reckon maybe Roddick out, Stan in. I don't know. Where's Medvedev? Exactly. Medvedev's only got 1 slam though, and that's significantly less than 3. But he was world number 1. But also, if he was world number 1 for a year, Medvedev, we'd have a conversation. Stan over Hubert. No, we're talking about we're not talking about this match. 15 love. As we had a good serve from Stan, and it's 30 love. It's a great question. And we have all year to talk about it because Stan retires at the end of the year. Stan was number 3 at his peak. Serve is a fault. You know what we have to do? We have to check. I think it's between Safin and Stan as like to get in there. And Stan won more slams. They're in the same amount of finals as with a 4-4 rally. That goes out by Hurkacz. Safin won 5 1,000 titles, though. That's a pretty big deal. Stan only won the 1. How many did Roddick win? Roddick won 1 slam. We know that. 1 out of 5. Damn, Federer. But he won 9 Masters. He won 5 Masters 1000s. It's getting harder to put Stan in there. I don't know. That goes out by Hurkacz 1-0. Yeah, Roddick, Safin, Stan. That's a debate. Because you have to, like, Hewitt for weeks at world number 1 alone is in there. Like Leighton, and I'm not just saying that as a fan. Like Leighton deserves to be in that top 10 of the century. He was the youngest world number one before Alcaraz came along. Obviously, Murray's there. As that goes in the net from Stan, 15 love. But yeah, it's a question between Wawrinka, Roddick, and Safin for the last two spots. Because I don't think we're missing. I mean, Medvedev, yes, but also I think they've all got him beat. Like in terms of like stats wise, if Medvedev had 2 slams, we'd probably have a conversation. But with the 1 slam and I don't think so. Anyways, 4-4 and rally again from Stan into the back end of Hurkacz. Stan with a forehand into the back end of Hubie. Drop shot is too good by Hurkacz. 30 love. Yeah, Medvedev misses out on top 10 for now because he doesn't have the stats. It's a tough decade. I mean, it's a tough century, right? I mean, the century literally has the best players of all time. Sampras misses out too because he did his best work in the 90s, but the 2000s he didn't really do much. Agassi's an exception because he did do a lot in the 2000s. Honorable mention Juan Carlos Ferrero as well. He wasn't world number 1 long enough to be on the list. And he has 1 slam, which I think Roddick and Safin kick him out. Good serve, 2-1. But yeah, Wawrinka's a tough one. Maybe Safin out. How many weeks at world number 1 was Safin? Because if he was at world number 1 for only like 3 weeks, I mean, it's an achievement, but it's also like Roddick was world number 1 for 13 weeks total. And Safin for 9 weeks. Medvedev for 3 weeks. So yeah, Medvedev misses out. We love you, Medi, but he misses out. 3 weeks at number 1 is not significant enough. Unfortunately. Hang on, what am I looking at? Total weeks. Okay. Leighton was number 1 in the world for 75 weeks. Sorry, 80 weeks. 80 weeks. Well, Safin, hang on. Sorry, Medvedev 16 weeks. My bad. 16 weeks. More than Safin. 16 weeks. More than Roddick, too. 13 weeks for Roddick. This is a very confusing table. I can't read this properly. Hang on. Here we go. I can read this properly. So, Safin 9. Roddick 13. Medvedev 16. So Safin, Wawrinka instead of Safin. Safin's got 2 slams. I don't know. This is such a tough conversation. Anyways, 2-1. But that's why we like to have them. All right, 2-1. As the return goes out. Rafters wasn't part of this century. We're talking about from 2000 onwards. We're not talking about. We're talking about 2000 onwards. We're not talking about over the last 100 years. We're talking about from this century, from 2000 onwards. So Rafters not in that. Anything you did in the 90s doesn't count. What did you do from 2000 to now? That's the length of time. 15 all. Rocky, you can watch everything on Tennis TV, or at least the men's tennis. Guga, I think, did his best work in the 90s. I don't know if he did much in the 2000s. He won a couple of slams. But I don't know. Was he number 1 in the 90s? So the 2000s? Oh, yeah. Querton was number 1 in 2001. Oof, now it gets hard. He was number 1 for 30 weeks in the 2001. God, that makes it even harder. Anyways, forehand goes wide by Stan, 15-30. Yeah, Guga's in the mix then, because if he won 2 slams in 2000s plus weeks at number 1, all right, maybe this is getting harder and harder. We gotta do a whole show on this. Yeah, Quirton was number 1 in the world in the 2000s for a fair bit, like for a couple, almost a year total. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Yeah, Guga was number 1 in the world for 43 weeks, almost a year for in the 2000s. So him and Safin were number 1 in the world for like going back and forth. Quirton over Safin. It's got to be Guga over Safin. 1540. So then where? So, but Stan over Guga. I don't know. And Agassi was number 1 in the world in the 2000s. Oh, okay, not that long. 14 weeks, which is more than Roddick. So Agassi won more slams in the 2000s than Roddick, and also more weeks at number 1 than Roddick. So he's got Agassi's got to be in there then. This is very tricky. Do a top 15. Yeah, but we're trying to put Stan in the top 10. So, and it's getting harder and harder to convince myself that he is top 10 of the century. He's the best player not to be number 1 in the century. I think we can agree on that. 30-40. Stan shanks it. Oh no. I think if you exclude all the world number 1s, he is the best player of the century that didn't reach world number 1. I think we can categorically say that. Best player of the century that didn't get to the top spot. Because everybody else I mentioned was world number 1 at some point. He's the only one that didn't make it out of that group. So Stan's probably like he's probably on the brink of top 10 of the century. Not top 10, but like maybe 11. Because it's hard to kick out some of those guys who were world number 1 and won slams. You know, it's double. I mean, we might have to put Guga in and kick out Roddick. Like, that's where we're at right now. I thought Quirton did his best work in the 90s, but he was almost world number 1 for a year in the 2000s. And he won multiple slams. I mean, you put Guga over Roddick. Yeah. Great question, by the way. Hurkacz with a good serve, 15-0. I tell you, the hard part would be ranking them. We got to get the pool of players, and then we can. What order? Put them in the right order. That'll start fights. I mean, it's obvious, right? Djokovic, Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, Djokovic, Djokovic is number 1. forehand rally. Hurkacz is at 30-0. And then like Federer, Alcaraz, Sinner, Murray. In that order. 30-0. 30-0. And there's a bit of serve again. From Hurkacz is now he's 40-30. All right, 40-30. Serve. Into the back of the stand. Return goes in. Hurkacz comes in and puts it away. 4-1. Hubie's keeping Poland alive. And Swiatek's going nuts on the sidelines. She's not playing the dubs. I think we know that she's not playing the dubs. Don't start with the big 3 against each other now. I mean, I wouldn't even know. I mean, probably Federer at 2, Nadal 3, if I had to pick, even though, I mean, Federer overall did more, right? So, more weeks at world number 1, more, it'd have to be Federer 2, right? But then who's after, and then you'd put Agassi at after, wait, no. Yes, Agassi after Murray, right? So you'd go Djokovic, Federer, Nadal, Alcaraz, Sinner, Murray, Agassi, and then it starts getting real tough. Then I'd put Leighton, Guga, and then there's Roddick, Safin, or Wawrinka somewhere. What a list, though. I mean, that's just in the last 25 years. I just named the last 25 years. Tennis has been going for over 100 years. The last quarter of a century, the last 25 years, that's what that list is. That's what's happened since 2000. And 2000s was like 3 weeks ago, you know? Like the 2000s weren't like last year, right? I mean, it wasn't that long ago. And that's like some of the craziest thing ever. So Sampras not a part of this. I don't know if Sampras... Was Sampras world number one in the 2000s, though? Because Sampras might be on the list, but he might not... He might be... He might... For 2000s, right? For players of the 2000s. Sampras was world number one for 10 weeks. Ooh. God, now you've thrown another curveball. 15 love. So Safin was 9 weeks, Ferrero 8, Sampras 10, Roddick 13. Fun fact, Quirton 43 in the 2000s, Nadal 46, Agassi 50. So Agassi, Nadal, and Quirton all having the same weeks. I mean, Agassi, no doubt. He had more weeks than Nadal in the 2000s at world number one. That's incredible. Obviously, Nadal made up for it, but at that time, in the 2000s, Agassi and Nadal neck and neck with the number one ranking because Federer was greedy. 40 love. But hang on, when did Sampras win? How many slams did Sampras win in this? He won 2 in the 2000s. So Safin's out. Sampras over Safin because Sampras at the start of the 2000s was still like Agassi. They were still the men, right? They were the guys. So yeah, Sampras has got to be in there. This list is getting more and more interesting. Sampras gets in. Safin out. Hewitt's got 80 weeks at number one. You got to keep Hewitt up there. Roddick. Now what's the list look like? 4-2, by the way. So no particular order. Djokovic, Federer, Nadal, Alcaraz, Sinner, Murray, Agassi, Quirton, Sampras, Roddick. So Stan's not in the top 10. I don't think we can put him in the top 10. Not if Sampras is a factor, right? Not if Sampras is a part of it. Madness. What a crazy list. And then honorable mention to Ferrero as well, who was world number one in that time. Honorable mention to Medvedev, who was number one for 16 weeks at the time. I mean, Medvedev Roddick. Who had a better career, Medvedev or Roddick? That's a conversation as well. 30 love, Hurkacz serves. Who had a better career, Roddick or Medvedev? We'd all say Roddick, but is it that simple? I think we all think Roddick, right? We're all like, oh, Andy. But Medvedev's got more weeks at number one. He's won the ATP finals. He's won a lot of titles. They've won the same amount of slams. Roddick won 32 titles. Medvedev's got 22. I don't know. Maybe that might be an interesting conversation. Anyways, Hurkacz 40 love. That's a conversation for another day. Roddick had a better career than Medvedev, I would say. I don't know. I think the Slam finals, they're pretty similar. They're like 1 for 6. And you could argue that Medvedev had better chances in his finals because he was up 2 sets to love twice. Roddick had a final, Wimbledon final he probably should have won, but other than that... Anyways, we'll have a conversation another day. Rain delay conversation. Better career, Medvedev or Roddick? It's hard because Medi's still going. Medvedev might end up having more. Roddick more finals? Yeah, but Medvedev hasn't finished yet. So it's hard to have that conversation while Medi's still active. How many 1000s has Roddick got? All right, we'll have a little chat now. We're not going to do this whole thing, but we'll have a little chat with it, right? Because I'm curious. I think we've had this conversation before. I'm sure we have. Medvedev has won. He won the ATP finals and he won 6 1000s so far. Roddick didn't win any ATP finals, and he won 5 1000 titles. Roddick 1 out of 4 finals of slams, 5 out of 9 at 1000s. Never won the ATP finals. Medvedev 1 of 6. 1 of 6 Grand Slam. So more Grand Slam finals than Roddick. He's won the ATP finals 1 out of 2 times. He won 6 out of 10. So more 1000s and in more finals. And he's got more weeks at world number 1. Medvedev's a Hall of Famer because Roddick's a Hall of Famer. So if they've got the same career, besides Medvedev hasn't got as many titles yet. He's only got 22 compared to 32. But if Roddick's in the Hall of Fame, Medvedev's in the Hall of Fame, right? I think we can agree on that. But was Medvedev better career? If he gets more titles, maybe. It's not like you can say, well, Roddick played Federer and Nadal Djokovic. So did Medvedev. Who did he beat in the 2021 final? He beat Djokovic. Who did he play in the finals of Grand Slams in this decade? Nadal, right? And then he had to play Alcaraz. Sinner. He had to play Sinner. Great conversation. We'll talk about it another day. Anyways, Stan serving to stay in the match as I yap. 15 love as Stan serves an ace. 30 love. 30 love. Chat. Remember these for the rain delays. All right, rain delay conversations. That's what we're gonna have, and we're gonna have rain delays. Miami. Miami. All right. Hurkacz return is too good. All right. All right, first serve, 4 second serve. As Stan with a 40-15. Chance to, trying to hold here. So that he can make Hurkacz serve it out, and he does. Good serving from Stan. All right. Hubie will serve for this match and to send it to the doubles, which we will watch if it's... we will watch. All right. Here we go. Hurkacz to serve to keep Poland alive. Serve. Into the forehand of Stan. Return goes in the forehand of Hurkacz. He hits the drop shot winner. 15 love. 15 love. What about, top 10 of the decade for this for the ladies this century? Serena, right? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, yes, definitely Serena. What am I saying? I'm thinking of the decade, not the century. Of the 2020s, I don't know about, but of the decade, of the century for the ladies is a whole nother conversation. 30 love. Serena, obviously, right? Number 1. But Venus, Swiatek, right? Steffi, not of the century. She wasn't around in the 2000s. Forehand to forehand, backhand rally. Stan, again to the backhand of Hurkacz.
In Jan we trust. In Zieliński we believe.
Thank you for the donation. As that goes in net by Hurkacz, 30-15. Barty, Sabalenka, Osaka. What about Sharapova? Justine Henin, Kim Clijsters. Venus, obviously. I've already said Venus. Capriati, Davenport. Where do they fit in? All right, 30-15. Coco Gauff. You know, where's she? She must be around that, somewhere on that list. All right, 30-15. Serving to the back end of Stan. Return goes to the forehand of Hurkacz. Stan with the forehand of the stretch in the net. Match points for Hurkacz to get to the doubles. Keep Poland alive in this United Cup. 40-15. Serve is an ace, all right. Hubie gets the job done. Poland stay alive. They're going to play doubles to finish this United Cup. And by the way, I think that's Hurkacz's first win in the three finals they played. Because he lost to Zverev and he lost to Fritz last year. So this is the first win he's had in the dubs for the United Cup. So Hurkacz, and usually Swiatek's the one that, she has to win. But he gets it done. And now it's going to be doubles, which I think is going to be Kawa and Zieliński versus Paul and Bencic. Azarenka's another one, yep. Kerber, Halep. Very tough on the women's side. Is there anyone I'm missing in the early 2000s? There must be somebody. Who am I missing in early 2000s? Got to be someone, right? No, not Barty. I'm just thinking early 2000s. There were still other players from the 90s around in the 2000s. Because it wasn't Steffi and Salas were out, right? Hingis? No, she wasn't 2000s. Hingis won her last slam in the 90s. Yeah, Davenport won 3. Mary Pierce? Oh, she only won 1 in the 2000s. Ennen. Muguruza. Yeah, Clijsters with 4. Lee Na as well. Krejcikova. She's got 2 slams. All right. Add that to the list. We're going to do that as well. We'll do that at one day as well. On the men's side, it's easier because there was less champions, so it made it much easier. But on the women's side, there's that top 10 is going to be a hard thing to figure out. All right. So we're just waiting for the doubles, and I'm guessing it's the combination that I mentioned. I'm guessing it's that combination. Yeah, Kuznetsova, right? A lot of players winning 2 slams. So it all comes down to the doubles. It does indeed. All comes down to the dubs. And it's probably going to be Kawa, Zieliński, Bencic versus Bencic Paul. I agree. It should be that. We'll watch the doubles. Yes. We will watch the doubles because we have been watching the doubles the last few nights. We have to watch who wins this thing, right? We have to watch the winner, who wins the title. We can't leave now because we don't even know who's going to win. We have to know who wins the title. We have to finish what we started. Exactly. We got to figure out. We got to learn. We got to know who's going to win the title. In 2024, Hurkacz had 2 match points against Zverev, and Zverev saved them. I remember. It was epic. It was an epic time. I feel Stan going to play doubles, but his age must be tied. He's not going to play doubles. Jakub Paul is going to play doubles. He's been playing doubles. Stan hasn't played doubles at all this tournament. It's going to be Bencic and Paul in the dubs. I don't think Hurkacz will play, and I don't think Swiatek's going to play. Actually, no, I know Swiatek's not going to play because she looks like she just had her hair done. She's not, like she just finished. She just warmed down. She cooled down. She's like Swiatek's not playing. Definitely not playing. So it's going to be Kawa Zieliński for sure. Yeah, Swiatek's wearing like. She could go out for dinner now, you know, and nobody would know any different that she played a match. She looks like she hasn't. You know, she's totally refreshed. She's not gonna play tennis now. Yeah, no, Swiatek ain't playing the doubles. All right. And should not play anyway. She was already under a lot of pressure. Yeah. Exactly. She shouldn't play. All right, let me just update things. This is a crazy final. Yeah, the United Cup final is always entertaining. All right. By the way, Musetti, Sonigo, Rublev, Hashanov are all playing a doubles final in Hong Kong. Musetti, Sonigo are leading. So four singles players playing the doubles final over there. Whoops. All right. Now, give me confirmation if you see the lineup. What's Hubert fantasy score? I have no idea. All right. All right. By the way, Medvedev and Sabalenka both won their 22nd title today. That's fun. Okay. What's her? I don't know what Hurkacz's fantasy score is. I don't even know what you're referring to. I don't even know what you're talking about. We said he already in Auckland? No, he's playing doubles right now. Doubles going to start in about 15, 20 minutes? Yeah. Swiatek is already preparing notes, what to talk about during the presentation. Well, good for her. Get a speech ready. And, better to be prepared and not have to use a speech than win and not have one. Nah, it's not going to be Hurkacz Swiatek. No way. Swiatek's not going to play. No chance. Hurkacz might, but I would be it's very unlikely because Zieliński's been really good. So, yeah, the Polish team will not be Swiatek Hurkacz. They're not going to put Hubie in. Hurkacz has not played doubles all week. They're not going to put him in now. It's too late. He hasn't played. It's going to be Zieliński Kawa because they've won the last 2 matches. 3 matches. So 2 matches. They've won. Oh no, yeah, they've won all the matches. Swiatek and Hurkacz haven't played any doubles. It's been Kawa, Zieliński. They've won every match they've played. 4 matches in a row. They're not changing that. Hell no. And then Switzerland, they have had Bencic and Paul, who I've never heard of. 26-year-old. He is number 74 in doubles. Have never won a title, but he's been with Bencic the whole time. So it's not going to be Wawrinka. It's going to be Bencic and Jakub Paul. But they have also won every doubles match they've played. So they are also, they've won every doubles match they've played. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yep, and they beat Irani and Vavasori. And if you know who they are, they won the US Open doubles last year when nobody else was allowed. No other doubles players were allowed to play. So yeah, it's one. I would be unless somebody got injured. Kawa versus Zieliński. Kawa and Zieliński versus Bencic and Paul. Like that's. I would be shocked unless somebody was hurt that wasn't the team. That would be a very surprising change of strategy for either team. Yeah, no reason to change. No reason. It would be a mistake to change at this stage. Yep, Bencic is going to play. I can see her warming up, getting ready to play. Bencic is playing. She's getting taped up to play. Yeah, why would they change a winning team? Both teams are undefeated in doubles, so somebody's going to lose a doubles today for the first time this week, but why does everybody make a big deal about Swiatek crying? Who cares? I don't think Swiatek wants any more pressure. They showed her crying in the locker room after the bench. Like, who cares? But first of all, dick move, right? Get those cameras out of the locker room. Why are there cameras in the locker room? That's weird. Dick move. Why are we filming players in their most vulnerable moments when behind the scenes? Yeah, we want behind the scenes, but in the gym where they're preparing for matches or warming down. Why are we filming Swiatek in the locker room in a private moment, upset that she was unable to win for her country? And second, why are we saying negative things about somebody who's disappointed they lost? For all we know, Alcaraz cried after losing the Wimbledon final. For all we know, Sinner cried after losing the French Open. We don't know, but they were never in the locker room, so we didn't see it. We don't know. They might have cried all the way home to the hotel. We don't know. Nothing wrong with a good cry. And I think Swiatek can, if you're gonna cry, yeah, losing an important match for your country when you've unfortunately lost a lot of matches for your country and there's a lot of pressure you put on yourself because she wants to win so badly for Poland. Yeah. So she's upset. Who cares? Why is she, she's a crier. Whoop-de-doo. Let her cry. Let her cry. Who cares? It shouldn't be a big deal. They shouldn't be filming it though. Get those cameras out of her face. Carlos doesn't care crying. He'll cry on court too. Yeah, but he cried, when he lost the Olympics too. But nobody makes a deal about that. Who's playing the mixed doubles? Bencic and Paul. And I'm guessing Kawa Zieliński. Yep, Kawa is ready to go. And I can't see Superman, but he's there. Yeah, Roger cried too. So did Andy Murray. Rafa cried. I think it's isn't it the first chapter of Rafa's book? He talks about how he was bawling his eyes out after losing 2007 Wimbledon. I'm pretty sure in the first chapter of Rafa's book, he talks about how devastated it was losing Wimbledon final 07, but we just didn't get a camera in his face to see it. So, but he told us that. So, it must have happened. He wouldn't have just made that up. By the way, Swiatek's looking pretty chill. All right, so confirm the teams are as expected. Why does the website say Hubie and Iga? I don't know. They're wrong. Website is wrong. Sinner was crying on the bench after he lost the French. Yeah. Why some people think crying is weakness or bad? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, the website just puts in the singles players are going to play doubles. They don't really, which is weird because they should know by now if the same team's been playing every day, they should know that. But I think they just put them in the two singles players playing doubles together because that's most of the. There's a lot of teams that do that. Demario.
Everything's fine. Our doubles god and his trustful coffee will make it worth it now. Thank you, Hubie, for keeping us alive for Jan to win it.
All right, yep. The Z train is about to leave the station. I tell you though, Bencic and Paul have been good. They've been very good, and they are going to be very tough to beat. It all comes down to this. The United Cup, one doubles match to decide the winner. Poland have come so close. They've made the final 3 years in a row. And now they have an opportunity to finally win this thing. I'll tell you what, Chad, what do you reckon? Do you reckon if Swiatek wins this, she's never coming back? She's like, you know what? We finally won. I'm playing Brisbane next year. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to Auckland. I'll tell you, she deserves to not have to play next year. She's like, all right, we won. I'm not playing next year. I can't do this before an Australian Open every single year. It's too emotional. It's too intense. I'm playing in Auckland and then I'm going to Melbourne. I'm not playing this again. I think she deserves that. If they win this, she deserves to not have to represent Poland and the stress of all that. She deserves a break. I know she loves playing for Poland, but also it's not healthy before a Grand Slam to have this much emotion wrapped up in an event when you've got a Grand Slam to win. And I'm saying all this while Swiatek's sitting like this. Swiatek's just like this. I'm not mad. Do I look mad? Do I look sad? Like, Swiatek looks so chilled. Is she the captain now? Too much pressure on team event for a country? Yeah. She should. Look, and if I was her coach, I'd be like, look, I know you love playing for Poland. Play the Billie Jean King Cup. We got that later in the year, but we got to win Australian Open. Play in an Australian Open tournament before, not this one. Because this one's too much emotion. You're wasting too much energy. You know, there's too much emotions attached to playing this tournament for Iga. She needs to win it and get over it. Move on. Maybe just next year. The year after, come back. But just next year, like, do it. Have a different approach. Because this is too stressful for her. It is pretty ridiculous that they're playing like this emotional, like this team event before a Grand Slam when, you know, so many players take so much pride in playing for their country. And then it's like, oh, but also, yeah, Grand Slam next week. Good luck. Like, emotionally draining this tournament for some. And then you've got to back it up and play a Grand Slam. I mean, that can't be right. Like, that can't be good. All right, players about to walk out on court. Here we go. The final match of 2026 Labour Cup. I wish. Of whatever this tournament is called. Oh, the United Cup. That's it. Look at it this way. She cried emotions out now so she can dominate the AO. I mean, I hope you're right. I hope she's getting that out. It's like, okay, well, now she's emotionless going to Australia, Melbourne, right? God, I hope for Swiatek's sake she wins this. Like, I hope Poland win. It would be like Stan winning would be like, you know, what a great thing, but Poland kind of need to win this more. Poland has to win this. They can't be the Buffalo Bills of the United Cup. They can't be. They can't be the Bills of the United Cup. That's not fair. No Americans are awake. That was a great reference, and if you didn't understand it, you missed it because it was a great reference. Where are the Americans that no one understood what I said? All right. Team Poland walk out. The Z Train. Kawa. I mean, we've had a lot of fun watching this guy. We've watched him the last 3 nights. We've watched doubles. Chat. We've watched doubles the last 3 nights. The Nun's still there. Is she their lucky charm? Sister Margaret. Is she going to help them somehow? Polish team needs a miracle here. Bencic is on fire. Well, the Polish team have a nun. And they do miracles. They what do they do? They make miracles or something. What do they do? They're miracles and nuns. I don't know. I don't understand. There's a connection. If there's going to be a miracle, it's going to be tonight with the nun involved. She's there. Sister Margaret. The Swiss team should have bought a priest. Well, they bought a man. Stan, the man. But I don't know if a man, the man, can take on the nun. I don't know. It's basically Stan the man versus Sister Margaret. That's what it's turned into. go. They're about to warm up. We are about to end the United Cup on this very busy day of finals. It has been a busy day. I mean, we have been live for nearly 6 hours, which is about standard, but still. It has been a busy, busy day. And we're going to find out. Third time lucky. Someone's got a sign on a Polish flag. Third time lucky. I hope you were right for the sake of Poland. Look, we need to win because Jan was carrying our whole team since group stage. He has carried. I'm American and awake, but not sure about the Buffalo Bills. I watch tennis, not football. All right, well. All right. Well, that was a good reference. Just trust me on that. All right. It was a good reference. All right, they're just warming up. They're warming up their serves. We are ready. We'll be ready to go. To see who will win this United Cup. It's best of 3, final set, 10-point tiebreak if we need it. Is Jabeur good reference too? No. Because Ons didn't make 3 in a row of anything. She didn't make 3 Wimbledon finals in a row. Plus, the Buffalo Bills is a famous reference. It's a historic for all the wrong reasons. Whereas Jabeur making 3 Grand Slam finals and not winning has happened before. Other players have done that. You know, there's a few players that have done that. It's not but nobody's made 3 finals of United Cup and lost because there haven't been that many. But it would be Poland have to win this. They got to win it. They've got to win it for Swiatek. You got to do it for Iga. I mean, she has put this team on her back year after year. She has done everything she possibly can, and now, she didn't win today, but gosh, she's not just this tournament though. I mean, talking about the Olympics, talking about Billie Jean King Cup. I mean, she deserves a trophy with all the hard work she carried Poland by herself for the most part. You know, Hubie's been on and off the last couple of years, but I mean, they should have won 2 years ago against Germany. Hurkacz had the match points, or had the he was this close, wasn't he? And Zverev came back from the dead and survived. But there's is hanging out over there. All right. All right. Who have I got? I'm going Poland. Third time lucky. I'm going Poland. We've watched this tournament so much over the last, 5 years. Poland. Swiatek. She's not even playing, but she has to win this. She's got to get it. It's got to be Poland. Come on. I don't think I can watch Poland lose another one of these. It's too sad. It's got to be Poland. Come on. They deserve it. Yeah. I mean, look, Stan winning would be a fairy tale, right? I mean, obviously that's a great story too, but I think Poland getting the third, finally winning it is they need to win it more. Like, if either team needs it more, it's Poland. Poland, they need it. They need this. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be, I think, Poland to serve. Here we go. The final match of whatever this thing is called that I keep forgetting. I keep saying Laver Cup. I'm just getting excited. All right, Switzerland to serve. It's going to be Paul and Bencic taking on Kawa and Zieliński. There's been a volley from Bencic. Backhand from Kava's good. Forehand from Paul goes again to the forehand of Kawa. Zieliński sneaks into the net, but Kawa hit it out. And it's 15-love. First point goes to Switzerland. $15-love. As the return goes in the backhand of Paul and Zieliński in the net. All right, 30-love. As a serve again from Paul. That's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of the Kawa. Return goes in the forehand of Paul. But Paul in the net, 30-15. $30-15. Serving the forehand of Zieliński, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Zieliński. He puts it wide, and it's 40-15. $40-15. Serving to the backhand of Kawa. Forehand now from Paul is Kawa forehand, and then Paul goes down the line for a winner. 1-love to Switzerland. One zero. Switzerland. All right. One zero Switzerland as the Z train is about to serve. As the return goes in the net by Switzerland. $15-love as that goes out by Zieliński. 15-0. As we're going to serve now from Zieliński to the backhand of Bencic. Forehand Zieliński to the forehand of Bencic as Zieliński goes down the line. Paul with the volley. Zieliński forehand. Bencic with a pass off the tape. Kawa hits the volley, but it's long. And it's 15-30. Zieliński with a good serve, 30-0. Swiatek on the sidelines, giving all the team support. And then a serve down the tee from Zieliński's an ace. 40-30 to get Poland on the board. Zieliński gets the game, and he goes crazy. All right. Team Poland on the board, 1-1. Where's the score? The score is in the sky. All right, 1-1. The score is my voice. Just listen. It's 1-1. All right, here we go. Now it's Bencic to serve. Bencic to serve. She serves. Into the backhand of Kawa. Forehand Bencic to the forehand of Kawa. Volley from Paul is wide. Love 15. Love 15. Calf muscles on the Z. Wow. Yeah, we don't. He's not called the Z train for nothing. Man is built like a train. Love 15. I'm going to serve it to the backhand of Zieliński. Backhand now from Bencic as Kawa hits a volley and Paul hits it wide. Love 30. Poland. A chance to get an early break. By the way, there's still a massive crowd there, and they're mostly Polish. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As we default second serve. Second serve. Ooh, double fault Bencic. Love 40. Okay. Poland with the break points to start the match. Love 40. Love 40. The score, it's love 40. As Bencic serves. A fault. Gee, she is hitting some wild first serves. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Zieliński. Backhand from Bencic. Zieliński forehand. Bencic pass. Zieliński volley. Bencic lob. Kawa smash. Goes wide. 15. 40. $15.40. $15.40. Still break points here for Poland. Fault from Bencic, second serve. Musetti and Sonig are about to win the doubles in Hong Kong. Serving the corner, Kawa. Good return the corner, Bencic. And Zieliński with a volley. He does it. He's the one who gets the break. The Z train. Superman. 2-1 to Poland. And it comes off the flying Z train. All right. 2-1. Poland. Hey, Musetti won the doubles. Good for him. Good for Musetti. He didn't leave empty-handed. He didn't leave empty-handed. Okay. All right, first break goes to Poland. 2-1. Okay. Is the Z Train actually a nickname? It is now. It is now. This guy's insane, I know, right? All right. Here we go. 2-1 Poland. I repeat, 2-1 Poland in the first set. As Kawa serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the forehand to Zieliński, but Zieliński in the net. 15. I love 15. Love 15. It's love 15. 2-1 Poland, love 15. 2-1 Poland, love 15. Poland is serving. It's love 15. 2-1 Poland. Serve out wide the backhand of Paul. Backhand out from Kawa. Paul backhand again. The backhand of Kawa. Kawa in the net, love 30. Love 30. All right, love 30. As we just served on the tee, that's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As Zieliński with a good volley, and it's 15-30. All right, 15-30. All right, 15-30. As the return goes for Kawa. Smash from Paul. Kawa gets it back with a backhand. And then Paul hits in the net. I tell you, Paul is struggling for Team Switzerland. All right, 30-0. All right. As Oh, Kawa went down the line, but just missed it. 30-40, breakback point for team. For team. For the team in red. Switzerland. First serve is a fault. Second serve. With the backhand of Paul. Carver in the net. We're back on serve. Back on serve. All right, 2-0. All right, 2-0. Back to Paul. As with a 4-4 rally, Bencic crosses but hits it long. Love 15. As with a fault, second serve. As that goes in the net by Team Switzerland again. Love 30. Love 30. As with a 4 now from Zieliński, and it's straight to Bencic, who puts it away. 15-30. All right, as that goes in the net by Zieliński, and it's 30-0. As the return goes in the net by Carver, and it's 40-30. As we had a fault from Zieliński. Second serve. And the return goes in the backhand of Paul. Paul hits it out. Deuce, sudden death. All right. Sudden death, deciding point, whatever you want to call it. Very important right now. It's Paul serving to Zieliński. Serves a fault, second serve. As with a 4 now to Bencic, and Bencic hits it long. Poland to get the break again. They're up 3-2. Okay. Okay. Okay, 3-2. By the way, I appreciate people trying to like tell me how to pronounce things by text, but also I don't understand when you say, you don't say it like this, you say it like this, but if you say it in a text message, I can't understand because I can't hear you. So thank you for telling me how to say names, but you've got to like spell it out properly. Because saying, you got to say it like this, not that, I don't understand. I can't understand what you're saying. You're just typing it. You know what I mean? So if you want to correct me with anything I've done, you got to like write it in a way that I can actually hear it in my head, not just say the name over and over in a text, because that doesn't work. That makes, like if I'm saying Zieliński wrong, you don't just write it's Zieliński, not Zieliński, and it's like you gotta explain it better than just saying it's not this that. Otherwise, I won't get it right. I appreciate the help, though. Somebody commented about yesterday. I appreciate the help, but you're not really helping by... Like, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but I don't understand. Anyways. 15-0. $30-15. We're never watching Wong again. 30-15. Has been a serve into the back end of Paul. Paul hits it in the net. 40-15. It could be simple if we could send you a voice message. If I start allowing that, it'd be a fucking nightmare for everybody. Like, that would just be like the worst idea ever. Like, that would be an absolute nightmare. If I said, hey, just send me voice messages, everybody, I'm sure that would be really, I'm sure that'd go down really well. I'm sure the first message would be very helpful. Or it'd be telling me that I'm an idiot. I'm not going to open myself up to abuse. I get enough of that in text. 40-30, that's an ace. Zieliński with the 4-2 lead. But look, Bolzan, I get it, mate. But also, yeah. Good idea, but also not. I'm not going to open myself up to that. That's a bit. That's a bit much. Swiatek lost in a close 3-setter, unfortunately. But she's on the bench and she is cheering this doubles team on. All right, volley is good by Paul. That's 15 love. 15 love. She seems kind of down. By the way, I say Wong perfectly. It's just my Australian accent that fucks it up. I say it like you the person who explained it to me, I said it like that, but it's my accent. It's my accent. I'm saying, like we say want, the same way as Wong. Like it's Wong, want. Like that person's not even here. Why am I fucking talking? Anyway, 30 love. They're not here. They're not going to watch this stream. They're not watching. All right, 30 love. But I don't say Wang, and that's definitely wrong. And I know that. It's not Wang. Anyone who says her name is Wang, no, it is not. It is Wong. You know, as Foreign goes, "What? We're never watching her again. I can't handle this." The Chinese names, they're tricky. Anyway, it's 30-15. Zieliński and Kawa. They are serving. They are leading. 4-2. As we got a volley from Paul, that's too good, and it's 40-30. Also the problem with like Bolzan again. It was not a bad idea. I was just joking about the whole, people just sending me silly messages. But, yeah, I don't have a Polish accent, or I don't have an accent. I have an Australian accent. So whatever I say is going to have an Australian accent. So I can't put on a Polish accent to sound it perfectly. I try, if I get it 99%, I'm happy. That goes out by Kawa. If it's Zieliński, I'm not going to say it perfectly because I just don't have that Polish accent to do it right. My Australian accent is very mild, but it's also gets in the way of pronunciations. You're doing great, thank you. I'm doing my best, and that's all we can do. I don't know if I'm doing great, but I'm doing my best. And I think that's the best that we can all do. If you just do your best, I think your best is good enough. But you guys gave me the lesson of how to say Zieliński yesterday because people were making fun of me. So I tried to get that one right so I'd avoid getting goofed on again. 4-3. I just got to get the Chinese names right. All right, 4-3. It's Poland with the lead. Poland is a very tough language. Polish is a very tough language to learn. Yeah, I've heard that. You're good at real Australian Polish. Yay, I'm an adopted Pole. 4-3. I've been to Poland. 4-3. Kawa to serve. 4-3. Serving to the back of the Bencic. Bencic in the net. 15 love. 15 love. Zieliński too good. He says sorry, but he wins a point. And it's 30 love. All right, 30 love. As we get to 40 love for Poland. 40 love. As we get a fault, second serve. Kawa serves into the forehand of Paul. Kawa with a slice lob. It goes in. Paul runs back and hits a forehand. Kawa backhand lob again. Bencic with a smash. Kawa with a backhand pass. Into the forehand of Paul. As Kawa backhand again. Paul on the attack. Goes straight to Zieliński. And he hits a volley winner. Poland are on their feet. 5-3. Swiatek loved it. Like, he is the MVP. Hurkacz has been great. But Zieliński in the doubles, he has been the savior. Like, he is the one. If they win this, it's on his back. And he even gives the thumbs up, Paul. That's great respect there. Paul's like, yeah, you got me. Respect between the opponents. The Z-Dog? Exactly. Zieliński is him. All right. Back to Switzerland, who are trying to stay in the set now. Man. 15 love. All right, 15 love. As we get a fault, second serve. And eventually, Switzerland make the error. I tell you, there's definitely more Polish people in the stands that are sticking around. And they've probably been sticking around for the last 3 years. They've been in the stands for years. They didn't leave last year. They stayed. All right, 15-0. As Paul serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve as we put a lob up from Kawa, but Bencic puts away the smash with a bit of venom. 30-15. Swiatek is really mentally unstable. Okay. I don't think so, but that's... Anyways, back in return. Into the forehand of Paul. Zieliński off the tape. Paul's going to come to that with a slice. Zieliński with a pass. Paul with a volley. Kawa volleys. Oh, the Swiss team almost muck it up. And Kawa hits it long. Oh, luckily the Swiss team were communicated at the very end there. They just got away with that point. All right. As we get a forehand now from Paul into the back, into the forehand of Zieliński, but volley from Paul. Zieliński lob over Bencic goes wide. And it's 5-4. 5-4. All right. 5-4. Poland are going to serve the set. By the way, chat, if you haven't seen the video yet, it just came out. Link in the chat. Go check it out. If you want to go and find out where everybody is seated at the Australian Open. It's been locked in for a while, a couple of hours now, but go check out that video if you haven't already. It is only a couple minutes long. You know, by the time you watch it, you come back and you'll still be able to watch the rest of this match. All right. Easy. All right. Also, comment on the video too, because that is really helpful. All right. 5-4. Poland are going to serve for this set. And they'll put themselves one set away from winning the United Cup on their third attempt. Oh, nice, DJ. Enjoy that. Please don't spam. All right, 5-4. And 15 love. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Paul. Forehand from Zieliński as Paul goes the volley of Kawa. Goes in. And then Kawa with another volley, but that one goes out. Paul too strong of a shot. And it's 15-0. Yeah, Alexander, again, I know you've been doing this for like the entire week. Please, for the sake of everybody in the chat that can't understand what you're saying, please keep it in English. Also, it's easy for the moderators. I'm sure you're not saying anything, crazy, but just for the sake of everybody. Also, I can't read what you're saying either because I'm an idiot. So, if you could please keep it to English, that would be very helpful. 30-15. There's a bit of fault from Zieliński. Second serve. There's a bit of backhand now from Paul. Zieliński gets it back into the backhand of Paul. Zieliński forehand again in the backhand of Paul. And then, Kawa can't get it. Paul went straight through her. And it's 30-0. 30-all. 30-all.
Iga loses 2 matches mentally unstable. Iga wins the tournament. She is a cheat. We get it. You don't like Iga. Get over it.
Thank you, Demario, for the donation. Yeah, that sounds about right. 30-0. As Zieliński with a celebration as Poland get to set point. 40-30. What a joke, this Poland, bro. What do you mean? Poland's winning. 40-30. Unless you're Swiss and you're angry, I get it. If you're upset because your team's losing, that's fair. But also, Poland are winning. What do you mean, this team? Or this Poland? Anyways, first serve to fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Paul. Volley Zieliński. Paul with the pass. Kawa volleys. Paul with the pass. Kawa volleys. Bencic puts it away. Sudden death. Uh-oh. Not yet. I spoke too soon. Who are you for, Cam? I want Poland to win just because they've had so much heartbreak here and they deserve it. They deserve this trophy for all the hard work in the last 3 times they've played this tournament. It's been heartbreak after heartbreak. So I want to see Poland get the win. Switzerland winning is fine, but I'm hoping Poland get it. Finally get that trophy. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Zieliński. Backhand out from Paul. Zieliński forehand at the backhand of Paul. Kawa volleys! It's a winner! Kawa! Zieliński points at her and says, that was you! That was you! That was all her. Kawa wins a set. Zieliński was what? He was a spectator. Poland are up 1-0. All right. All right. That was all carve at that point. All right. Poland will lose, bro. Okay. You must be behind the stream. That's fine. You'll catch up. All this love is from our tennis playing kids. Cool. Kawa has been playing crucial points. Oh, yeah. She's been great at the net. That was a great drop shot. I mean, that was a perfect drop volley to finish the set. Paul hit it pretty damn hard to her, too. And she handled it. Like, that was a great drop volley to finish the set. Yeah, we lost to the best team. Exactly. I want Poland to win so I feel better about myself. If Poland win, then Australia didn't lose for nothing. We just lost to the best team. All right, I could sleep better at night knowing that. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Polish people in the stands are going nuts. They've waited so long for this. Heartbreak. Heartbreak again. And now they're here. All these people that have been in this stadium for the last 3 years. They're loving it. All right, first set in the bag, but it's not over. Paul's going to serve. Paul serves a fault. Second serve. Serve into the back end of Kawa. Forehand from Paul, but Zieliński volleys it away.
Australia to win United Cup 2027 Smiling Imp.
We can only hope. All right, love 15. Love 15. I've got a burrito waiting for me to eat after this. I forgot about that. God, it's been a long day. Chad, did I tell you that I was the top scorer in bowling today? Love 30. At the arcade. I scored 149. It was the highest score of the day in the whole center. Doesn't matter if they were 10-year-old kids doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyways, love 40. Paul in the net. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure Blake was at least 35, 40 years old. Love 40. Demario.
And tomorrow nobody will remember Jan and Kasia.
That's not true. If they win, they'll be the winners. Everybody remember. All right, love 40. Serve. Into the back end of Zieliński. Forehand from Paul is long. Okay. Poland have it. They have the break. They have the lead. And they are 5 games away from winning the United Cup. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know how much Kawa and Kawa and Zieliński are known in Poland, but man, they've been silver lining in this tournament. Oh yeah, they have been the saving team. I mean, they've won every match they've played as well. They've won all 4 matches so far, but they've also saved the team the last few matches. I mean, they saved them against Australia and they saved them against America. The first 2 ties they didn't have to win, but they did anyway. And I mean, they're very good. They've been very, very good. undefeated doubles team. They're the only. I mean, you could argue that they're the reason Poland win, or you can't argue because they are. Because Hurkacz has lost a match, Swiatek's lost matches. These two haven't lost. They're undefeated. They're the only undefeated so far. Only undefeated players in the team. You know, Swiatek and Hurkacz have lost. So you could say that they are the reason Poland. Well, you can't even say they are the reason Poland is going to win this. If Poland win this, it's come down to them. They've been the difference. As we're back in return out of the volley of Kawa, and Kawa puts away. Whereas if Switzerland win, you have to say it's Bencic. It's been Bencic because she won her singles and the doubles. If she wins this. So you say if Switzerland win, it all goes to Bencic. If Poland win, you got to give it to these two. They deserve the praise. They deserve to be lifted off. Hurkacz and Swiatek need to cheer them off. You know, put them on their shoulders and cheer them off with the trophy because they deserve the front page. Not Swiatek and Hurkacz have been good, but these two are the ones. These two are the players that are going to win they deserve the United Cup. All the glory should go to them. They should be on the front page of the Polish paper tomorrow. 40-15, ace from Zieliński. 40-15. Great serve down the tee. As we to serve. Into the net from Zieliński, second serve. As the return goes in the volley of Kawa. Oh, Paul gets it back and then Kawa hits it wide. Good hands by Paul at the net. All right. We get the deuce. Serve down the tee, the forehand of Paul. Oh, Paul hit it wide. All right. Hurkacz is on the bench, by the way. He's ready to run out there when they win and tackle Zieliński. All right, 2-love. Two love Poland. They are 4 games away. I keep thinking Tommy Paul isn't Swiss. I know, right? It's confusing. All right, Bencic serves. To the back and a Kawa. Volley from Paul is too good. 15 love. Love. Bencic serves again. Serve again from Bencic. As the return goes in the net by Zieliński. 30 love. Serve again. Into the back of the Kawa. Volley Paul. Too good. 40 love. Nice work, Bencic. 40 love. As the return goes wide by Zieliński. All right, Bencic holds, and Switzerland are on the board. All right. All right. Here we go. Poland have the set in the break. All right. 2-1. All right, 2-1, Kawa to serve. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. And it's love 15. All right, love 15. As we serve again from Kawa. Into the forehand of Paul. Back in a Kawa down the line's a winner. 15-0. I think Kawa might be the best player in this match so far. I know Zieliński's he was good early, but I think Kawa's been the better player in the last 30 minutes. Best player on the court at the moment. All right, 15-0. Beautiful backhand. As we return now from Bencic to the forehand of Kawa. Forehand from Bencic. Again, the forehand of Kawa, who goes down the line again. 30-15. The K train. That sounds, I don't know what that sounds like. Anyways, 30-15. Hurkacz is laughing. He's like, I was never going to play doubles. Come on. 30-15. 2 passing shots from Kawa in the game. Kawa serves again. A fault. Second serve. K-Swiss. I don't know if that's how... I don't know how that works. Anyway, serve. Into the backhand of Paul. Backhand of Kawa. As Paul backhand. Again, the backhand of Kawa. Paul with a volley in the net. Kawa again with the passing. And it's 40-15. Lovely. Down at the feet of Paul. Wasn't a passing shot, but it was a very nice... low backhand. 40-15. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Backhand return from Bencic is a winner. Past Zieliński. All right, take that. 40-30. Lovely backhand winner from Bencic. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Paul. Backhand out from Kawa as Paul backhand. Again, the backhand of Kawa. Paul backhand again. Into the backhand of Kawa as Paul backhand. Keeps going to the backhand of Kawa. As Bencic wants to cross. Paul gets it back. Kawa. Backhand again. As Paul gets it into the backhand of Kawa. They've gone backhand to backhand. Cross court. Neither player at the net can get it. As Paul hits it in the net. Kawa out rallies Paul. She is the MVP. 3-1 Poland. Kawa out-rallies Paul. And I tell you, Poland is starting to celebrate. They're thinking, we got this. If Kawa's beating Paul and Zieliński's a superhero, we got this. And Zieliński was bowing to Kawa. He's like, you've got this. That was all you. Swiatek loved it. She's like, finally, we're going to win this bloody thing. All right, 3-1. As a return goes in the net from Kawa. All right, it was okay. She played good at the last point. 15-love. Kawa, that was a great game by her. She hit two backhand winners, clean winners. So two winners that were clean. A lovely cross-court backhand that Paul couldn't get. And then she out-rallies Paul after like 20 shots. As we got a volley from Kawa into the middle of the court. Paul gets it. Zieliński goes to the volley of Bencic. Zieliński with a lob. Bencic puts it away. 30-love. Yeah, Zieliński needs to get off the court. Leave it to Kawa. 30-love. Bencic, good hands at the net. That was a good volley. Serve into the back of the Kawa. Lob goes up. Bencic puts it away. No! Zieliński volleys it. Slice now from Kawa. She comes to the net. And then puts a volley through Bencic. And Bencic in the net. Again, Kawa. 30-15. Bencic is starting to panic. She's starting to get agitated. By missing that one, she knows that was... Well, it wasn't an easy volley, but... Yeah, she's starting to get a little frustrated. Serve again. Into the forehand of Zieliński. Bencic volleys. Zieliński comes to the net with a volley, but Bencic down the middle. Kawa gets it. Bencic volleys it away, though. Redemption. 40-15. Bencic is keeping Switzerland in this. All right. (40-15). Paul serves a fault second serve. As a return, goes in the net from Kawa. All right, Switzerland is still in this. Switzerland is still in this. Here we go. It's going to be Zieliński to serve next after the break. But here we go. Poland, are leading. Poland are leading. All right. Bencic and Bublik, post becoming parents, raised their level. Didn't Bublik already have... I thought he was already a dad before. He's been a parent for a while, hasn't he? Anyways. 3-2. Stan giving the pep talk. To get Switzerland back. It's really not that far away from getting back in this. They break back in this because you only got to win. Switzerland only have to win this set, and then they play a tiebreak. I mean, I know it sounds easy, but it's not. But they're not far away. They're not far off. Bublik had his first child in 2022. There you go. Oh my God, Aisha Speed's in Kenya. 3-2 Kawa and Zieliński. Zieliński's going to serve. He has been the hidden gem of the team as Kawa hits a smash and puts it away, but she's dominated. She is the reason why they're winning this, but Zieliński's been the find of the tournament. Is he playing the Australian Open? 15 love. Serve out wide. Zieliński's an ace. 30 love. $30 love. Zieliński serves a fault. Second serve. Yeah, there are mixed doubles at the Australian Open. As the return goes in the forehand of Zieliński. Forehand from Bencic. Zieliński goes down the line, and Paul volleys it away. That's just too good. Zieliński thought it was going cross-court. He kind of hit and run. I think Carver's playing singles in the qualies of the Australian Open. I'm pretty sure she's playing the qualies. I think I saw her name in the qualies. As the backhand goes into the net by Paul, Zieliński with the big serves. Yeah, she's playing qualies, right? I'm sure I saw her name. She's one of the seeds. All right. I'm sure I saw her name in the qualies. She's playing, she's playing tomorrow. Well, she's playing tomorrow? Nah. Zieliński serves an ace. And they're 2 games away from finally lifting this bloody trophy. And then never to play again. They don't have to ever play again. It's fine. They can retire from this. They don't have to play next year. They can go do something else. They've earned the holiday. No worries, Tim. Thanks for joining. All right, 4-2. Paul has to hold to keep Switzerland in this. I'll tell you, there's so many Polish people there. They're not going anywhere. It's almost midnight. They're going to be partying. It's Sunday night, 11:30 p.m. And they'll be partying. No one's going to work tomorrow. If Poland win, tomorrow's a day off. We're taking a day off tomorrow. Sorry, boss. We're not doing any work tomorrow. 4-2. Double fault. Oh, sorry. First serve is a fault. Bencic. Second serve. Bencic has to win this game. Keep him in this. Serve again. Into the forehand Kawa. Volley from Paul's good, but Zieliński too strong. Paul couldn't handle the volley. You can't handle the volley. Love 15. Somebody clip that. We'll use that as a soundbite for something. I gotta go watch that movie. Jack Nicholson is a goated. He is goated. All right, love 15. Serve. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Zieliński. Paul with a volley. Too good. 15-0. $15-all. Serve again. By the way, chat, tomorrow, you can all take the day off. You've earned it. You can all take the day off. You've all earned it. You've worked so hard in the past 10 days, staying up all stupid hours, joining the streams. Tomorrow, we can all take a day. Actually, I might stream tomorrow, but I might watch on Boko, actually. I haven't decided. But you can take a day off. Don't feel obliged to watch that one. And then on Tuesday, we're coming back and we're doing more stuff. Actually, hang on. Tomorrow's their exhibitions. Hang on. Wait. Wait a second, pal. Hang on. Don't you be taking no days off if there's something on tomorrow. They got any exhibitions tomorrow worth watching? Anyways. It's 30-all here. This is a big point. Big point. All right. 30-all. Bencic to serve. The back of the Kawa. Return goes wide. Bencic, 40-30. All right. All right, 40-30, Bencic. To keep Switzerland in this, but no! She overhits it! Uh-oh. 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 Watch out. So yeah, tomorrow there's no exhibitions. On Tuesday, we're back. We've got some exhibition stuff to watch. Yeah, anyways. Big point. Bencic serves. Into the forehand Kawa. Volley from Paul is a winner, and they stay in this final. Paul puts it away. Good serve, Bencic to set him up. Okay, 4-3. Two games away. Jannik is playing an EXO against Felix at some point. Yeah, that's on my radar. So apparently, they call them showdowns, but they're just exhibitions. Zverev is playing this week. The 1 Point Slam is on, but we won't. Should we watch that live? Could we do it? Could we do a stream for that? I don't know how we do a stream for that though. I don't know if we will. We probably won't. I would love to do that though. That'd be really fun to like do a watch along for that. That'd be pretty fun. But I don't know how I'd show it on the screen without. Like, there'd be no way to show it, so I'd like show the score. So I'd probably useless. Djokovic is playing one. Alcaraz is playing one. Sinner's playing this week. And then Federer is playing at the end of the week. So that's fun. Cool. Anyways, 2 games away. That EXO in Korea never happened. No, it happened. There's nobody. It just didn't matter. Okay. Here we go. 4-3. Kawa serving to Bencic. As Kawa hits a winner. And it's 15-love. Kawa deserves she deserves. If there was an MVP trophy, she would deserve it because she's been the better player for sure. All right. 15-love. They're 7 points away. 7 points away. As we get a forehand winner by Paul. All right. Paul says not yet. Not yet. $15-all. Serving the forehand Bencic. Kawa backhand to the forehand Bencic. Oh, Zieliński went to cross. And then Paul goes straight at him with a volley, and Zieliński can't handle it. 15-30. Oh, no. Oh, no. 15-30. Switzerland, a chance to get back on serve. $15-30. Kawa serving to Paul. Pardon me. Kawa serving to Paul. Serving to the body of Paul. Return goes wide. Great serve. Body serve. Cramped him up. He went wide. Clutch serving by Kawa. 30-all. 30-all. Kawa serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back of the Bencic. Return is wide. Oh, no. Bad return from Bencic. Kawa gets the 40-30. Bencic should have made that. 40-30. Yeah, that was a gift. Bencic's backhand has been so good tonight. That was a bad miss. MVP, I'm thinking it's Kawa. If unless Bencic wins this, but Kawa holds. Kawa holds from 15-30 down with three good serves. Well, two good serves and a bad error by Bencic. 5-3 Poland. Zieliński's going to serve for the match if they don't break here. Paul serving to stay in this match. It's 10 minutes to midnight. Swiatek's on her feet. She's already like, finally, can we win this damn thing? Come on. All right, serve is a fault by Paul. Second serve, they're 4 points away from Poland lifting this trophy. Second serve goes in the back of the Kawa, but it's a let. Swiatek's stressed, yeah. Paul serves. Into the back of the Kawa. Good return. Paul volleys in the net. Love 15. 3 points away. Love 15. Three points. As we had a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the corner, Zieliński. Return goes into the corner. Paul. Kawa with a volley. Bencic gets it, but it goes long. Love 30. Kawa again. Winning the point. Swiatek's trying not to do a backflip. She's like... She wants to run on the court so bad. Swiatek, come on, hurry up, win 2 points. She wants to go for a run. Love 30. Kawa ready to return. Paul serves. An ace. And he shakes his fist. He needed that one. 15-30. I think Bencic is starting to cramp. I think Bencic might be starting to cramp. 15-30. 2 points away. Paul serves. Swiatek can't watch. First has a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Zieliński. What's he doing? Paul gets it back. Zieliński forehand again. Paul with the backhand. As Zieliński forehand. At Bencic is in the net. Oh, Zieliński's making a meal. Just let Kawa hit the ball. Even Swiatek's like, oh God, stop showing me on the camera. 30-all. I'm not going to cry. Stop showing me. 30-all. Leave her alone, cameraman. Please don't put scores in the chat. That's really annoying. But thank you for being here. Don't put scores in the chat, though.
Kawa MVP.
Thank you. Yes. Demario, I agree. First serve the fault, second serve. Poland 2 points away. Second serve. Into the forehand of Kawa. Return goes in the forehand of Paul. Paul in the net! Championship points! Poland! To finally win the United... Swiatek's already got tears in her eyes. All right. 30-40. Swiatek's ready to run on the field. Paul serves to the Z train. Serving to the back end of Zieliński. Return goes to the back end of Paul. Zieliński forehand. Into the forehand of Paul. As Zieliński forehand again. Paul backhand. As Zieliński gets it with a forehand. Into the back end of Paul. Kawa crosses. But it's long. Oh, Kawa crossed. She wanted to finish the job. Still Match point. It's going to be Paul serving to Kawa. Bencic better be ready at the net because that's going to probably go down the line or something. Paul serves. Championship point again. Oh, no, he serves to Zieliński. He serves a fault. I forgot the deciding point. They have to serve man-to-man. Second serve. Into the front of Zieliński. Return of Bencic is it's no good for Bencic. Poland do it. Heartache after heartache. Third time lucky. Swiatek is so happy. Finally, Poland get their win. And they win the United Cup. And everybody in the stadium that's been staying there for 3 years because they just never went home. They are excited. Carver's the MVP tonight. No doubt. Zieliński started strong. Carver finished the job. Stan the man looks devastated. He'll be all right. It would have been pretty sick to get him winning as a captain to start this, start the final year off as Zieliński just breaks his leg. What the hell is he's doing flips? What? He really got dropped by the chair. All right, Poland win. Finally, Poland win. And Kawa with a massive smile. Finally, Poland get the win. And they're all just standing there looking at each other. It's awkward. Nicholas Masui's like, yeah, I don't know. I've won the Olympics, but I'm here. I know I've won gold medals at the Olympics, but, this is cute. This is cool too, I guess. There it is. Poland finally win. Whew. Credit to Bencic, she carried. Oh, yeah. Bencic had a great week. Stan played amazing. Credit to Switzerland. They were not supposed to make the final. They were not supposed to make the final. They beat Italy. They took Italy out. Oh, there she is. Sister Margaret. I think she might have been the one that she wasn't there. Yeah, they beat France. They beat Italy. That was the big one. When they beat Irani Vavasori, Bencic and Paul beat them. That was it. That was the difference. That was what changed it because Italy was supposed to get through. Italy was the number 3 seeds. Switzerland was 16th out of 18. They were not supposed to be here. Nobody knew who Jakub Paul was. He's not even. I don't even think they don't even have a WTA 2 player. It was Bencic, Wawrinka, and Paul. Like. Bencic was the only player in the team that was supposed to do anything. Paul was unheard of. Wawrinka, we all know, is retiring. They had arguably the worst team. Maybe Norway had a worse lineup because they had Ruud and then a bit of a drop. Worst team. When I say worst team, I mean not like don't come at me. I'm not saying worst team, but they had the least likely team to win the whole thing, and they were very close. Stan was not supposed to do anything. Paul was unheard of. Bencic carried. They beat Italy. And then the draw opened up for them because Argentina took the spot. They played Argentina. They were supposed to play Greece. They played Argentina instead of Greece. They would have played Greece, which would have been interesting, but whatever. Then they played Belgium, who beat the Czech Republic, which again did them a favor because the Czechs with Krejcikova would have been very difficult. And then they took out, they almost took out Poland, who were the number 3. Or were they 3? No, number 6 seeds, right? They dropped because of Hubie, right? Yeah, the number 9 seeds. But we know Hurkacz is better than his ranking, so they should have been higher. But credit. And Bencic top 10. Bencic, yeah, she lost the United Cup, but she won. She was the best player this week. She was the best player in the singles this week. Easily. Swiatek finally gets to celebrate this. And Hurkacz as well. Oh, man. Swiatek jumping around. Love that for Swiatek. Even though she's had a tough couple of days. Love to see that She can finally smile at one of these team events. She's finally won a team trophy. Now she can never play this again. Play Brisbane. Play Brisbane. Play Auckland. Don't come back to Sydney. Swiatek, Iga, do yourself a favor. Don't put yourself through this again. Just get the hell out of Sydney. Never come back. You don't need to win anymore. You've done it. You've won the team trophy. Just say, you know what? I'm not coming back here. Thanks for the memories. Don't ever play it again. It's too stressful for all of us. Anyways. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've watched a lot of doubles this week, Auckland and here, so it's been fun. We could play Lynette instead of Iga. That's true. Yeah, Lynette can play next year. Swiatek deserves a year off team duties. Here's hoping that Hubie gets a good draw at the AO. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have to play... hopefully he doesn't have to play Sinner in the first round. Now it's midnight. Oh, man, what a day. Have I been live for 7 hours straight? That's insane. If Lynette would lose to Joint, we would end up in quarterfinals. What, Australia would? True. Oh, yeah, we would. Yeah, Australia would have won. Maybe. I don't know. But Hubie had a great week as well. I mean, what a comeback. 4 out of 5 match wins. He only lost to Demonor in a very close match. Beat Zverev, beat Fritz. I mean, Hubie had a great week. Obviously, Bencic on fire. I think Hurkacz and Bencic would be a lot of people's dark horse predictions. I don't know if Hubie's a dark horse more than a long shot, but still. Hubie's going to be scary. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to sleep all day. Except if we watch Mboko, which we might do because I can't help myself. No worries, Miss Antoni. Thanks for joining us. Whoever draws Hubie in round 1, yeah. It would be tough. Cool.
Z-Train and Kawa did this for Iga. Congrats, Poland.
Thank you for the donation. Yep. The Z-Train, Zieliński was awesome all week. But like Kawa, I think Zieliński played great in the first half of the first set, but then Kawa took over as the best player on the court, and she played some incredible points to hold her serve, especially when she was playing against Paul. That was the way she played against Paul in some of those rallies. That was super impressive. Super impressive. And super needed as well. She was super impressive, but definitely needed to do that as well. You know? All right. But yeah, great for Poland. They get the win. And Australia lost the best team on the day. I can sleep better at night knowing that Poland were better than anybody, including Australia. So we would have won if Poland weren't here. So just remember that if Poland hadn't knocked out Australia, I guarantee Australia would have won. But we lost to the best team out there. We only just lost as well. We probably did better. Some would argue we did better than Switzerland. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. That'd be cocky. But some would say that we maybe be better than Switzerland. That would have been a good match, Switzerland-Australia. That could have been a good match. Bencic was MVP. I agree with that. Yep. I think she was. She was the best player of the tournament for sure. She lost one match. I agree with that. Totally agree Bencic deserves it. They gave MVP to Belinda. 100%. I mean, she won 4 doubles matches and 5 singles. She played 10 matches. She won 9. Like, that's a no-brainer. Like, 9. She played 10 matches this week and she won 9. I mean, that's an MVP. Like, you can't not give it to her. Like, who gets it if it's not her? Maybe Zieliński and Kawa. But then again, like, how do you... Like, she won more points than anybody else in any team, right? She won 9 matches. Whereas, even though Zieliński and Kawa won 5, and they won a couple of crucial ones, they also won a couple that didn't matter. They won a couple of dead rubbers because Swiatek and Hurkacz did the job, right? Germany and Netherlands, they won those matches, didn't matter. Whereas Bencic, I mean, she didn't have to play the doubles when they were winning, but she did anyway. Plus, they beat Irani and Vavasori, which is one of the best doubles teams on the planet. They obviously, Bencic, yeah, MVP, no doubt. Probably 3. I would go MVP Bencic, second best Zieliński of the tournament. He probably second best, and maybe Hubie third, because Hubie beat 3. He played 3 top 10 players and won twice, and he beat Wawrinka, the man, right? So probably I would say 3-2-1 for the tournament would be Bencic, Zieliński, Hurkacz. Because Poland don't make the final if Hubie doesn't win today. And if he doesn't beat Fritz, they don't make the final, right? So if you have to say Hubie's in the top 3. Because without him, they're not here. All right. Stan's lost his voice. Oh, that's... like as in like because he's been yelling, screaming. Yeah. Don't worry, chat. We're going to be watching Stan the man on his victory tour. On his farewell tour. Don't you worry. We'll watch Stan. We're going to watch him. We're going to celebrate Stan Wawrinka. Every backhand he hits. Every backhand that man hits, we're going to scream it from the rooftops and we're going to do backflips. Honorable mention to the Belgium team. Oh, yeah, for sure. Belgium deserve an honorable mention for sure. They weren't expected to go this far. Yeah, Bergs and Mertens, they were great. First year that Swiatek didn't carry. Yeah. Hurkacz, I mean, what a comeback from him. And then they did, I mean, Kawa, Zieliński were awesome in the dubs. Without them, again, yeah, it's probably good for Swiatek that she didn't have to carry. Even though she took the pressure of carrying, right? She was upset that she lost. But the fact that the rest of the team were able to pick up where she wasn't, like in the last 2 days, like that's awesome for Poland. I mean, she was carrying back in 2023 when they lost, 24, where Hurkacz lost to Zverev, and that was the difference. She didn't have to play any doubles this week either because the doubles team were locked in. So that helps. And then Hubie obviously coming back with a vengeance. Bergs beat FAA, maybe the biggest upset on paper. I think Hurkacz beating Zverev was the biggest upset. Hurkacz beating Zverev on day 1, I think, was the biggest upset. Or, no, actually, no. I think Baez beating Fritz was the biggest upset. That was upset of the tournament because I think Baez was like, not even, I mean, he went down a set and it was not even close. And then Baez beating Fritz, coming back from a set down, that was the upset for sure. Bergs has shown that, like, playing for Belgium, he goes nuts. He can catch players like that. But Baez beating Fritz was like crazy. I know he wasn't having a good day, but still, before the match, Baez was not supposed to win at all. No one can speak. Yeah. It's an upset because at the start of the match, Baez wasn't even considered a threat. But I think I said he was going to win. Or he could win. Didn't I say that? I'm pretty sure I said that. Pretty sure I gave him a chance. Maybe I said that to myself in private in my head. I didn't say it out loud. I was thinking it. I thought it though. I did think it though. I thought Baez could do it in my head. I didn't see. It's not recorded anywhere, but I just trust me. Monero beating Gauff as well. I mean, yeah, that was a huge upset too, right? I mean, it's been a few of those. Monero beating Gauff, that was especially because Coco won her first match so easily. So it was like, where the hell did that come from? And the way she beat her, 6-love in the third. And then Coco beat Swiatek yesterday the way that she did after getting bageled in a match earlier in the week. It's crazy. Stan beat... Who did Stan beat? Stan beat... He lost to Gaboli. Who did he win? Stan won the first match. Who did he beat? Because that could have been an upset. Rinderknecht. Right? Yeah. Maybe not a big upset, but an upset. Without Swiatek's victory in the quarterfinal, Team Poland wouldn't have reached final. True. But also, without Hurkacz and the doubles team, they wouldn't have won the title. So, Poland, it was the perfect team effort. That's the best team. I mean, they won. They're the best team. But like, when one player doesn't play well, the other players lift and pick up the slack. Swiatek early in the week was playing better. And then when the rest of the team, when Swiatek needed the rest of the team to take over, they did. That's why they won. They weren't relying on one player. That's maybe where Switzerland fell down today was they Bencic carried for the entire week, and then it was just that one match too many. And look, who else was going to take Bencic? I mean, Stan did great, right? He played great for, as the number 2 in the team, but Bencic carried until the very end, and then it was just one too many matches. But Team Poland, I mean, they were the best team, right? I mean, everybody chipped in. Hurkacz won 4 out of 5. Swiatek won 3 out of 5. The doubles team were undefeated. I mean, that is the perfect team. They weren't undefeated for the tournament, but as in, like, they didn't win every match, but when Swiatek lost, Hurkacz would win. When Hurkacz lost, Swiatek would win. The doubles would come in clutch if they needed it 1-1, right? I mean, it's exactly what the best team in the competition does, right? And USA were doing that for a while. I mean, USA, Fritz lost, Coco won. Coco lost, Fritz won. But then when it got to the doubles, Coco had to do too much. Whereas Poland didn't have Swiatek and Hurkacz to play doubles. So they didn't have to worry about that. It was, they had 2 other players that were just fine. Maybe if they put someone else in for Gauff, so Gauff could just focus on singles, USA might have got through. But because last year, didn't they put Collins in the doubles? And Gauff didn't play doubles as much. Also, Gauff and Fritz were winning before the doubles anyway, but a bit nervous for the losses to Gauff and Bencic bode well for Swiatek's AO. Swiatek needs to get a bit of a good draw, I think. And when I say good draw, I mean she probably needs to not play, get the first cut, get some easy matches early, so she can get back that confidence a little bit. Different conditions in Perth too. That's true. That's why this competition, I hope they make it 16 teams in Sydney. Let's cut 2 teams and not go to Perth, play in Sydney. We don't need to go to Perth. It's too much of a pain in the ass. Travel days are annoying. Like, Switzerland had to travel. That's also another reason, to consider, another factor. They had to take a plane across the country from Perth to Sydney. That also, I wonder how many teams have won the United Cup that had to play in Perth. Because we might have to factor that in the future. Teams from Perth, teams that played in Perth, have they won? Did America win last year from playing in Perth? I can't remember. Teams that played in Perth winning the tournament. The USA did it last year. There we go. Myth busted. It doesn't matter. All right, I'm out of here. But thanks for hanging out. What a day. Big day of finals day. We watched all but two finals. We didn't watch Medvedev. He won anyway. We didn't watch Svitolina. She won. But we watched Sabalenka winning. We watched Musetti and Bublik. That was good to watch. I'm glad we got to watch that. That was my match to watch that I wanted. We ended up watching the whole United Cup final, which I didn't expect. I thought we'd only watch Swiatek, but we watched the whole thing. So, and that's that. Now we get ready. Because now it's time for Australian Open 2026, AO 26. This is the book. AO 26. They got articles and stuff. That's the official program. It's out now. It's not a sponsor. I barely got one. But AO 26, it's coming up this time next week. We're going to watch the night session. First night. Well, actually, no. Day one will be over by now, hopefully. But tomorrow, there are matches going on. I'm not sure what we watch. We might watch on Boko. I'm not sure yet, but I might just not talk for a whole 24 hours because my voice is fucked. I've been talking too much. My voice is stuffed. But we'll be back on Tuesday if we're not back tomorrow. Tuesday, big day. Seeds are set. That video's already come out. Go watch that video. Ranking show tomorrow. So check that out. Check that out. That'll be tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Poland win. Third time lucky. They get the win thanks to the doubles team in the end, and they take out the Swiss team, who were very impressive to get this far. Bencic is going to be dangerous to the AO. Hurkacz is back. Stan the man, his final stand this year. Swiatek got to get some confidence back, even though they won. She struggled, but we'll see what happens with her in the AO. But I'll see you guys soon.